That's all right.
So I will appreciate the one where it's an hour and a half and the other half is offline.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's how we're gonna do it, I think. This sounds good as me. Okay, then. Do you have any game we could start with then? Any game we could take a look at right away?
Yeah, I actually have two separate different. Well, I have five code. Two of them is a win, and three of them is a lose.
Mm-hmm.
And but one lose and one win is like an half. Like it's more than a month old.
Oh, more than a month. I see. Well, potentially, if you have more recent ones, I think usually better. Again, ideally, it's just the games where it was kind of close. Even games would always work the best.
Yeah, because the other games that I have are like, how do I say? It's very one-sided.
I see. Well, we
So
could.
it's like I
Mhm.
solo carry and then I won us the game, or either the other team just steamrolled us and there's nothing that we can do because they're all eternal Smurfs.
Understandable. Yeah, we could potentially, if you think those games, this game, even though it's 1 month old, if it's a good representation of how your games usually look like, then yeah, we could take a look at that too. There's no problem.
Well, other than me not taking off angles a lot, I don't think there is a lot of difference.
I see. Yeah. Do you think
Yeah,
you're
because
taking
I
off angles
started.
more right now?
Yes, I'm definitely taking more off angles now, and then just disturbing them and having to force them to look at me, and
Hmm.
then I go back to my own team.
I would actually look at those games then, rather, because okay. Do you have the longest game? Just what is the longest game? Maybe
The
there's been
longest game.
yeah, usually it's good representation. If you have just around something more, what's more 15 minutes plus, that's something we could take a look at.
I will have to look at my match replays.
That's all good.
I have this very recent game that I played 3 days ago,
Mhm.
and is 2 to 3, and it is a payload.
We could take a look. Yeah, sounds like a good game to review. Actually, 2-3, pretty close score. So yeah, let's watch that one because I
I
think
think
with you
this one
implementing
is
the off
actually
angles, yeah. Mhm.
this one is actually on the list. I think 188.
Yeah, I see.
188.
Yeah, I see the multiple games you sent. Yeah, just whatever you want me to start with.
Yeah, the 1088781. The one
Okay,
with the preview on it.
1088. Um, can you repeat that one more time, sir? Just looking at the spreadsheets again.
Oh, I can just send it to your
Yeah,
team.
you can just
It's
copy and paste too. Yeah, there's no
absolutely
problem.
faster that way.
Yeah, there's no problem. Okay, perfect. I'm screen sharing as well, and let me know if you see the stream just fine. Can you see it?
There we go. Yep.
Perfect. Okay. So since we're playing Bucky and Punisher, I think first question right away is what's your warm-up routine usually looks like at the moment?
My warm up routine is I go into the practice range,
Okay.
and I immediately start popping heads first.
Okay.
After that, I will go into the mood where I shoot 3 bullets at a bot, and then the tainted voltage, and
Okay.
then shoot another 3 bullets, just to get myself into the automatic system of the Bucky reload.
Okay. Okay.
And after that, I will remember my own muscle memory, just to tickle my muscle memory a little bit and do some techs, the backward grabs,
Mm-hmm.
and then the one hit KO combos, just to
Mm-hmm.
remind myself that I can do it so I don't mess up any combos when
Mm-hmm.
I actually need to do them.
Okay.
After that, I will just go down I would go downstairs and then pop the training ground and make every bot go random direction and on quick, and then I start shooting at them, and then I end it with the old barrage.
Okay, okay.
just so I can get my ult down.
How much time it takes for you to usually do all of this?
About 30 minutes.
So around 2 minutes, yeah. And then it's just all together with you choosing just playing versus the bots and downstairs arena, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So something I would add potentially, because in this situation to describe when you're practicing the aiming and everything there, I think it's fine. You can potentially just increase the intensity, especially with us just being GM, aiming towards the Celestial later. I would just practice in situations where you facing actual players a little bit more. Maybe just trying to. There some I think just the most common game mode is just maybe do much, for example. Why that is better because well, movement can be more chaotic versus other players, and another thing is you also adding this extra pressure on yourself, and that's why a lot of times actually people just players might mess up their shots is because there's a lot of pressure on you, and you just want to add it potentially. Make sure you also practice under this circumstance a little bit more. I think what you're describing there is fine. Do 3 minutes quickly, and then you can just also do another 10 minutes and do much a little bit more if possible. Usually, is it?
Pressure test.
Yeah, pressure test, exactly. And you can also add just to get all together with how you position and you will do describing their visibilities. So I think practicing those on bots is fine, but it's just you adding this extra intensity, kind of the second level. Maybe do all of this, try to experiment, do all of this in a Doom match and see how that's gonna go for you as well. Does it sounds like a good idea to you?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, you could.
Usually when I do rank, I have the whole day to myself.
You have to do what again?
No, usually when I play rank
Mhm.
is I have the whole day to myself because I don't really want to get off work and then play rank because that is going to mess up my rank game because I'm already
Exactly.
exhausted at that point.
Understandable. Yeah, understandable. I think. Yeah. So see how this routine like with the do much will go for you, and yeah, definitely don't spend like a lot of time. But yeah, warming up is important. Just like with any other training, maybe in sports, it's just warming up the mechanics. Yeah, it's not like we have to warm up decisions or positioning. So yeah, you can just do a little bit more do much. Okay, that's what I'm gonna write down, and I think should be okay. But yeah, let's take a look at the code, and we are gonna see your name. What's your name there? This is you, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
This is very recent.
Very so nice. Exactly. That's what we, I think,
Oh
should look
no,
at.
this is my GM breakdown game. I just remembered.
Oh, that's well, it's alright though. Okay, so we starting off here. Well, what's your thought process then? Yeah, I just want to hear what are you aiming for on this map because maybe you have this kind of composition, you playing on this map. Is there anything specific you're trying to achieve in here?
This is a solo queue because I solo queue a lot, and right here is, I can either stick with like where stand where Groot's at
Mm-hmm.
and shoulder peek. So I like it's third person, so I shoulder peek
Yes.
and see if they are going to the routes where the doorway on
Mm-hmm.
the left side, or if they're going to the main road,
Okay.
or if I don't see them in like 5 seconds, I definitely sure that they're going through the bush.
Okay, okay, okay. So you just kind of scout initially and then decide what you're gonna do with your positioning after.
Yes,
Okay.
because if I go downstairs like below the bridge
Hmm.
and then shoulder there, I can't really see them going to the right side or the left side,
Yeah,
which I realized afterward.
yeah. Okay, sounds good to me. Okay, then we just getting the pick right away. Looking for the hook in there. There was Doctor Strange. I think they blocked that, right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
there's.
I was
It's
trying to
alright.
grab him when he's trying to do the Doctor Strange tech.
Yeah, yeah. Potentially can work. It's just kind of watching the pattern. Usually, a lot of people they just do the tag. I think when you facing like the higher rank, they're trying to be more intentional, like not exactly spamming, but yeah, you still can catch them whenever you notice the pattern. So I think it's fine. Okay, Aiming for the slow there. I think it's understandable. Shooting corners. Okay. There's a lot of pressure on us, so we have to move away. Hawk is jumping out on the right side, keeping pressure on this front line there. And this is where what was your thought process in here? Is it just let's look to hook the tank in, or anything else you're trying to aim for?
I want to because the tank trying to go. I thought the tank was trying to go back to his team,
Mm-hmm.
but then he shielded himself, which is not rarely a thing that Hulk do, because usually Hulk wants to shield their own teammate.
Okay.
And I messed up the hook, and because my tank was next to me, I thought it was the okay, perfect timing. Hook, let me hook the Hulk in, but nope.
Okay. Okay. Let's keep watching. Just gonna see, are there gonna be some patterns for us? Okay, so this
No
is
one
good.
is dealing with the Iron Man, so I popped him.
Yeah, exactly, one of your target priority, good targets. And this is where we aim for. Okay, understandable. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think a lot of this was you just looking to hook whatever is available. I think that's alright. And also we did get rid of the Iron Man in there too, which is quite nice. Yeah, just one of your priorities, especially with this team comp. I don't think there are a lot of people who can easily deal with the Iron Man. So
I don't think I can deal with Iron Man easily too, because I'm a projectile.
well, anyway, you have more capabilities. I think it's
Yep,
just
I watch your videos.
s-
Hey, killable and priorities. There you
yeah,
go.
exactly. Yeah, exactly, exactly. So we're just watching whoever is the most active at the moment. Exactly. So what I would try to do a little bit more, and this is when I think the map control will become better if you're just consistently able to do that. It's kind of tricky, I think, in Marvel Rivals because the maps are more open. But still, I want you to try to take an angle where you have this three rivals. I just call it, you have the car, sort of, the car idea. Okay, so with the car, what is that is about? You need to have cover, you need to have an angle, and you need to have a good range as well. By the way, what's the range of the character actually? What's the exact? I can just pull up the,
40.
yeah, 40 meters.
40
So
is
it's
the
decent. Yeah.
effective.
Yeah, exactly. So just staying in the 40 meters range, I think most of the time will be good enough. And with the angles, we aiming usually we use a bokeh because I don't think, well, we don't have as much mobility, so it's really similar to if you play or watch, for example, there's a Cassidy. Yeah, it's kind of similar in a lot of sense with how your angles will look like. You don't want to go deep on the flanks unless there is a good opportunity for you to do so. Sometimes you're able to, but it's just less profitable typically. So we usually trying to play somewhere near. Yeah, kind of make sure we have the soft angle option. So when I watch this, your target priority is fine, but there's just a lot of potential for us to get poked down. And this is what I'm concerned with when you play those angles, and it's fine to play behind the tanks a lot of times, but in this case, there's a high chance for you to just receive unnecessary pressure, which will force you to give up your valuable position or like give up your valuable angle. So I'm looking at this, okay, especially when those guys are breaking through. There's a choke, and my teammates are playing this. Yeah, I'll just kind of pose there. They start playing A while the enemy team is pushing B. But there's also a C angle, okay? So you did mention the idea about off angles, yeah? So how your off angles usually look like for you? Is there a place where you could try to position yourself and be an off angle possibly? What do you think?
Normally, if I'm playing Punisher, I will stand where those clones at.
Right there.
Yeah, and then if there's a healer that has like a good range and good reach to reach you, I will play on the platform on the right bottom,
Yeah, right
right
bottom
bottom
platform.
corner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly, exactly.
if
So
I'm
see,
playing Punisher.
yeah, Yeah, no, this is understandable. Yeah, if you're trying, because you have more mobility as a Punisher, right? You can also easily kind of get those angles. What about Bucky? What your angles usually look like in here?
Uh, Usually it just look like this, or it's on like a little bit on the back of C.
Yeah, yeah. So this is where you
Yeah,
kind of
on those
started.
little, yeah, the
Yeah,
like little containers, like on
yeah,
those.
yeah. Exactly, exactly. So this is usually actually did start in there. Let me see your. So initially your rotation been looking like. Yeah, let me see. How do we? So there's just some ways for you to also just exactly you can use your abilities to like get on the angle, so you actually have some verticality. Just your angles are not as deep as it could be on the Punisher, I think, because as a Punisher you have this long zip and we can just look to even flank sometimes, I think, because you're able to do that continuous brush on the backline, but your angles kind of usually look softer. Yeah, okay. And if I'm watching this, okay, so this is the moment, I think there's still opportunities for you to take those positions. And maybe I would even not just think about how do you position in relation to the spots. Yeah, of course, there's some general spots for you to hold, like this high ground's really good, maybe this high ground's really good where we started, or like even up there is also could be nice. I think you can make it from here, right? Well, can you actually make it from
No,
here to here? I think
no, Bucky is
yeah,
9 meters.
I
The
think it's
dash
like
is 9 meters.
yeah, almost feels like okay, so definitely can be here or can be there. So I think it's a good start. Okay, and as long as we have cover, I think this allows you to control the map more frequently. But see, because you started on the good position, I just want you to kind of constantly try to also go from one good spot to another. So in a sense, if I'm pressuring these people, what my angle can be. Yeah, well, like you mentioned, maybe I can go there. Or I'm thinking, what if you even play over here? This is also one of the possibilities for you to just create a crossfire. See, what it does for you is we're controlling the same space with your team, but because you take that another angle, yes, this is like an off angle option. It's something what prevents those guys from pushing easily, and your abilities. So I'm thinking especially your escape. Yeah, this well, it's gonna be your shift, right? So with the shift you can try to also do something. Whenever you're getting pushed, you can try to also displace yourself, just move away from the danger. Okay, so see,
Mm,
it's just
it's 9 meters, so I'm not counting on it, but
yeah,
I will take it into considerations.
exactly. Yes, something to think about. Yeah, there's just not too much. Think about it like, so did you play much Cass in Overwatch? Cassidy, like
No,
Mapri?
I don't play. Well, I touched Overwatch,
Yeah, there was a little. Yeah,
and I only touched Overwatch 1, and I play. I When I play on, because I touched it on console,
yeah,
and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I only try May, Cassidy, and Diva, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And when I play Cassidy, I always like jiggle peeks corners
This is good.
in mid range.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, I think this is fine. And if you remember on the Cassidy, there was like roll ability. You could actually try to just use your roll, reload the gun a lot of times. Okay, and it's really short range as well. Actually, a lot of the kit and it just really applies to you as well. Even though it's a short range ability, it just can allow you to kind of hold your position a little bit longer. So there are two ways for you to use that. Then we can either use it in a fancy way to try to secure the kill, or if something goes wrong, let's imagine I'm here, okay, and then if somebody's pushing me, I can instantly go over there, for example. I think this is doable, right? Something we can try to do, but because it does not have the good range exactly, but still allows you to kind of be more confident around what just holding the positions, holding the angles. That okay? That doesn't make sense. This idea so far.
That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Though I have one very big worry,
Okay.
because I was a very good, like I was actually top server player when I play Team Fortress 2 when I play Medic, and I have this really bad anxiety with healers when I play this game.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So how?
And when
Mhm.
I go play off angles, they don't really realize that I'm playing off angle, and they don't know when to heal me.
Yeah, this is what 99% people tell me. Whenever I tell them take angles, it's been the same thing in Overwatch. And how do you think you deal with that problem? What do you need?
Well, if since you have told me, I will definitely start taking the platform angle, but I will not be so sure about the one on C that you mentioned.
Yeah. Okay. But let's just kind of, because this idea, so it doesn't matter the spots where we play. I think it's just the idea of, well, I'd say the support's not healing you, right? So this is the problem. All right. So how do you deal with that? So how do you gonna be feeling more confident when staying in the angle? What is that about?
Playing passive, just trying to not go too deep.
Uh, okay, playing passive, not too deep. So is it just kind of hold your range? This is what you mean?
Well, just to tell them, hey, I'm here. You have to deal with me. And then when they look at me and try to deal with me, I just leave.
Yeah, exactly. And just to not take a lot of damage, what else we need when we stay in an angle? Like imagine even if I'm staying here, all right, what do you need to just comfortably stay there? Or like over
I would
here,
act.
just in theory.
uh, as a Punisher, when I'm staying up there, I would usually have an escape route ready for me to go.
Oh
This
yeah.
is a part of a very important part of Punisher
Mm-hmm.
high rank play. You
Mm-hmm.
have to have a zip line
Yeah.
ready for you to get away. So I would do that as a Punisher, but as a Bucky, if I'm going like below that platform,
Mm-hmm.
I would really try to go back into the health pack on the back.
Yeah. There's one here, for example. Okay.
Yeah,
So just one for you. Okay. And
yeah.
see what else we also need is just to make sure you have cover as well. So ultimately, what we just need to maintain the angle. Okay. This is what I'm gonna write down. There's gonna be 4 ideas for you. You need good cover. You need to actually stay on the angle. Okay. And you actually need good range as well, with line of sight on your supports. This can be another one. And see, there might be some sort of anxiety where, well, what happens if the supports are not healing me? But in reality, I can be anywhere in Syria. I can be here, I can be there, I can be here, I can be there, but the support still can reach you. Yeah, so you just press X, ask them to heal you, and it will be fine. And there's a lot about how we're gonna use
Ooh.
cover to just be able to maintain it. Does it make sense?
Yeah. I just find it funny because there's a lot of situation if you actually uh there's a lot of situation if you watch my friends stream because when I play with them, I'm still like on break with streaming.
Oh
But
yeah.
if you watch my games with my friends, you can always see that I'm next to a healer, and then because I set my callouts to middle mouse button, you will see
That's
me
okay.
spam I need healing, and then
Exactly.
just do not respond.
That's okay. That's all right. And that's why we just need to, first of all, think about the variables which are under your control. You can never control your teammates, right? But at the position where you are, there's insane capability for you to take damage. Okay, so this is something we have to start with right away. You don't have a good cover. Okay, so we're gonna kind of just dive into those details, yeah, constantly, going through the more examples. But right now, there's just such a big capability for you to take a lot of pressure because we're out in the open. And that's what happens eventually. You see all of that damage down main. It's just pushing you back, and even this Hawk, he's able to not only jump on you, but also just push the rest of your teammates because you all stack together and you don't have that cover option while holding a good angle position. But
Mm.
if I have the good angle position, even if I started here, okay, not the best, but still, even if I start here, this guy has to choose. He has to choose either jump on you or jump on these guys. And if he is choosing to go on you, then those people in Syria, they still can support you, and you're also able to potentially just change an angle a little bit, or you constantly have cover diverting the attention. This is what I see kind of constantly. People actually start on the good angles like you did. You started a good one, but then you just gravitate towards the main. This is always unnecessary. Well, almost always. Sometimes there can be cases where you have a big advantage. There's a big ultimate going on, but usually you just want to maintain your angles. Like, why not to? So I can start here. Okay, understandable. There's been a lot of pressure, and then maybe move there. Or I started here again, and then move towards this angle, or move towards the platform angle. Doesn't matter, to be honest, where you are. Try to experiment with the spots. Again, I highly suggest to just be more. See what the situation gives you. Yeah, we can always
Repealing the pressures.
yeah, yeah. See exactly because the position is more about the situation. Yeah, but you kind of apply the tools. You're applying the angle tool. You're applying the cover tool, and see what is the best for you at the moment. But right now, it just doesn't feel good. Just at least because of the cover, and there's also no angle either. So just so much pressure on you, and you have to do the random stuff as well sometimes to like stay alive. Maybe use your abilities. Okay, so this guy's low. That's fine. I think this looks good. I think it's alright. Done quite a lot there. So you have big advantage. You can actually try to just ignore the setup a little bit more. But at this point, I want you to try again, think, what am I gonna do next? And understandable, you can also use your cooldowns in a fancy way if there's a chance for you to get a kill. Maybe we can also force out something big, yeah, like you did. Actually, keep up the pressure, you can force out that Cloak and Dagger ultimate. Okay, I think that's fine. But once there's a possibility for you to also retake the position, think where can you go. I think with the tags, you doing your right is just the pooling, the shooting, the target priority was fine, was a lot of times, but it was just where you play on the map. It's like feels uncomfortable. So see right now, my team is over here, okay? What angle you should be maintaining at the moment, you think? If you end up in this situation, what is that piece of cover you will be leaning towards?
I actually, because I got blind and I got blinded and deafened for a second there,
Yes. Yeah.
and I completely missed that my Cloak and Dagger ulted.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this I think happens. they actually started first. So at the Cloak and Dagger they started first. So it's kind of
No, ours.
Yeah, no. I'm saying yeah, their Cloak and Dagger started ulting here. So this is what
Yeah.
kind of forced you. Yeah. So this is what forced you to move away. So from here, what your decision should be? What kind of piece of cover we should be leaning towards?
Should be. I think it would definitely be that little arc on the right side,
So you
like
just
little circle.
yeah. So just kind of go over there.
Yeah,
But you don't have
where
your
that Loki clone.
yeah. But you don't have your abilities to just get there.
Dash.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you do then?
Originally, I was go back to the left, like that little room,
Yeah, exactly. So you just need
but
to. Uh-huh.
I got the Cloak and Dagger grab, and I
Yeah,
thought, we can kill him
yeah. So
like
this
that. I
yeah,
pull her
this is
out of
good.
the ult,
Yeah.
and I thought I can kill him, and then turn off her ult because that's what able to turn it off. But then she got right into it pretty quickly. I land a headshot,
Hmm.
but Iron Fist went on her, and she was one. But then she got right back onto it. That was unfortunate,
Yeah,
and I completely
yeah.
missed that my Cloak and Dagger ulted,
I think
and
this
then
is
I died.
yeah, but I think this is good. What you're doing with the attacks, I think everything's good. And maybe if you realize Cloak and Dagger ult as well, you can move away. But I want your decisions to be more decisive in the sense of what is that wall I'm leaning towards, because right now you have opportunity whenever I'm using cover, you want to be trying to be only exposed to one side at a time, ideally. So if I have this angle over here, and maybe there is somebody who comes in there as well, I don't want to be exposed to that unnecessary damage. So see what happens. If I open up this way, I might be exposed to this Iron Man, and this does a little bit more pressure, and this might be forcing out your resources. Yeah, maybe your healing, I don't know, it just might be even healing bubble, or maybe it might be also just your Loki is something like a shift. Yeah, maybe he decides to place the clone near you, stuff like that. It can be anything, but when you do this, there's a lower chance for you to receive the unnecessary pressure from this guy. Not only, but it's just reducing the chances. Yeah, so I just keep up the pressure when I'm staying at this angle, but I also minimize the sweats. I kind of minimize my hitbox this way. Does it make sense to you?
Yep.
Yeah. So
It's
does it?
like it's
Mhm.
like it's like tactical shooter 101.
Yeah, exactly. In this game, it might feel like more forgiving, especially at the start, because the player base is really new. But the more game develops, the more nuance it's gonna be, and that's how it's been in
Mhm.
Overwatch. To be honest, everybody when the game got released, they've been playing out in the open all the time. But later, player base developed, and the game just become more complicated, more nuanced. Yeah, people started figuring out stuff, and yeah, you just need to actually start playing the cover, because this what happens. You just unnecessarily being exposed to a lot of damage there. I think it's just quite, and you see that
Oof.
it's just constantly being pressured from. There's a high chance for your teams to get pressured by this guy, that guy over there, and this another thing as well. Yeah, it's really not ideal. Okay, let's just skip through.
Oof.
Second, we got. Yeah, so this is the start. Okay, just waiting. Yeah, you're kind of waiting for that hook opportunity. Let's see. Right. I think it's doable. I don't like your angle though. What your angle should be? What do you think? Is it a good angle? Okay, we can actually break it down. What's your thoughts? What the pros and cons of this?
Mm, I have a good angle to look at stuff, and I have like cover. But
Mm-hmm.
if I get jumped on, I will immediately die because there's no getaway.
Hmm. Well, maybe. Okay. So this just kind of this middle lane. Yeah, there's maybe less chances for you to also just easily get away from a lot of damage. But what do you think? What do you think are the other angle options, if there are any?
Mm, the other one would be on the top left.
Top left, possibly. Yeah. So you just also can manage to get there too, I think, comfortably. Okay. So I have this option. Yeah, what do you think? Actually, if you start here, what's your thoughts?
Don't
Maybe?
think I can start here because when
There's a
I
ledge.
reach the left statue, everyone is already
Yeah,
pulling
just
out.
in theory. Yeah, just in theory, kind of. So you started, your thought process starts here. Yeah, so
Yeah,
this is when, yeah, so your thought process starts here, and you also have your shift, so you kind of can just do it earlier, basically.
yeah.
Okay.
So if I didn't see the strange, I would have gone for the right statue
Mm-hmm.
because that's where they have to go, so they have to deal with me.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But
potentially.
I saw the strange, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, and I think it's fine. I think it's fine you being aware of this. It's just to avoid you to try, if you have these opportunities to take not a valuable position, then just do it right away. Just use your abilities, and you can also pull the enemy, but it's easier for you to just divert the attention and not get all your damage blocked from the main. So you're taking this kind of soft angle, and I just want you to also try to use verticality if possible. Doesn't matter, like, I don't care if you A or B, but it just diverts more attention. You divert the enemy attention to dimensions, and you're also pushing what's behind the shield. And now you guys kind of a little bit too stacked. I think it's you have people coming this way. So this is not too bad for sure in the sense of off angle. Yeah, if maybe my especially most of your core is gonna be at A, I think it can work. But yeah, just with how we can control the space, there's just so much more capabilities. And you also notice you might open up the opportunities for you to also, just in case, to shoot more important stuff. Because this map control, if the enemy gets that, they have more chance of breaking down to that choke as well. This angle, a lot of times people don't use that as frequently, but once they do, I think you're just easily able to break through. Or there's also another option. I think they can try to even go all the way. So with some characters, I think, can you make this? Not, I think you can. It's just like with some flying
Uh,
characters, you can make it. But yeah, at least with this,
Squirrel Girl can
yeah,
get over there, I
yeah.
believe.
Possibly, yeah. I just kind of looking at the map, and there's some opportunities to break through the choke. So it's like either all the way left here, or just through this right angle. This is kind of the best option. This is something what we can potentially pay attention to. And see, that is why this guy's actually gonna get the map control too. I think it's just their angles, like this Iron Man, and this is something just they cloak and dagger, you can try to just push them back a little bit more. You not necessarily have to keep stacked damage down main. Yeah, I think might be even easy opportunities to also catch something from main. Yeah, if we think about technical like aim, yeah, we talked about that. When we're trying to just catch something, maybe you're trying to shoot somebody. If you have this, let's say, is gonna be your kind of 90 angle in a way. So I'm positioning A, and this guy's strafing just like that, or maybe there's gonna be other squishy strafing. It's just in theory gonna be easy for you to land the shots as well because they're not exactly strafing against you anymore. Because if I play here, when
Yep.
the enemy team is coming to be, yeah, it's just gonna be easier for them to dodge those shots. And obviously, we're not exactly going too deep. Yeah, we're still relatively close to the rest of our team. Yeah, you can maybe think about let's play one shift away from my teammates. This is good. This is good enough. So you're gonna have the rest of your core here, and you're one shift away from your team. That's just something what can allow you to be more confident. Obviously, you can also land the offensive way. Yeah, the ability to just land the combos. I think you already know how to do that. So I don't think there's like too much detail to go into that a little bit. Yeah, this guy forced the ultimate. I think it's good. Maybe pull them back in because they're low. Sure, slowing them down. I think it's alright. See, this is where the thought process starts again. I think even with this, the map, you might not have a lot of capabilities to what to do with the angles, but what's your thoughts? Where can you be? To have cover, to have decent range, just slide off angle
Oh.
as well? What's your thoughts?
Uh, I would. Actually wouldn't go for the right side corridor.
Like here?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay. So
But
why is that the case?
I probably will stand on that bush. I
Mm-hmm.
should have stand on that bush, maybe.
Yeah, you talking about this one? Or you don't?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep,
possibly.
this one.
Yeah, possibly. So, what this position gives you? Yeah, why it's good?
It has a height of angle
Yeah, just
to my
slightly.
other team,
Yeah, I think just slightly, and
and
you
then there's a health pack behind me.
exactly, exactly, and this is what I want you to try to do. You have cover, you have angle, you can also have other capabilities. Let's call other. Okay, other. It's line of sight of your supports, HP packs. This is always good way to go. To be honest, potentially if you want to, you can even leverage. I think those walls. Do you remember if those are destroyed completely? I think they are. Like some of this can be destroyed.
Those are pretty hard to destroy.
Yeah, but possible.
They
Yeah,
have,
maybe.
yeah, possible,
Yeah,
but it takes a long time.
yeah, you might have because possibly if you have time, you can maybe even create the angle this way. But overall, this works just fine. You have good range, and there are a lot of opportunities to just apply pressure. Okay, I'm thinking can add extra layers to what we mentioned now, probably.
Ooh,
But
I think
mhm.
I know I think there's a very critical thing I just found out.
Oh,
I do not have a concept of when I need to go for a team fight and when I disconnect from the team fight.
yeah. So
Does that make sense?
you're not sure when to push forward, when to pull back, or
I'm not sure when to fight with my team and when to not fight with my team.
it's kind of
Cuz
stay with them in a way.
I yeah, cuz I always have this mindset of okay, co-op shooter. Stay with my team,
Makes
I
sense.
guess.
Yeah. Okay. So this makes sense to me. Overall, because you play in the shooter game, yeah, this is here shooter. You have this third view still, but the angles concept still apply at any point of time. So we don't have to play with your team in a sense physically. You don't have to be physically in the same space. So like right now, maybe like as we mentioned, I can be over here. Yes, this is slightly off angle with good range, cover, HP pack, but I'm still contributing to the same area. Overall, this is how most of the time it will work. Sometimes there will be cases where you know it's gonna be an easy opportunity for you to get a kill. And I think it's mostly when you can maybe use your ultimate, or maybe there's somebody isolated. You can just try to catch, isolate people. I can just maybe, let's say this Iron Man goes on the angle, he becomes isolated. I catch them with the hook, and then suddenly he's dead. Okay? That is something what you can kill whenever, and you not necessarily have to fight with the rest of your team. But most of the time, you're just contributing to the same area. And it's just exception is always,
Ooh,
with
medic main bad habit.
it's what again?
It's a medic main bad habit. I just realized.
Well, you especially with the high burst character, I think, like Bucky, yeah, a lot of times you will be just exactly holding the angles, and you know there might be situations where you can stay together, maybe try to even be clumped up together, but I think it's mostly just when ultimates are being used. If there's something what's used, then I can try to maybe leave my position, because usually ultimate matters more compared to the position. If you think about, okay, maybe my cloak and dagger using ultimate, and I also want to set up, but ideally, if you're not able to do both, then just choose to contribute to ultimate, typically, because ultimates are stronger. And this is the same thing in any hero shooter, to be honest. Well, I think mostly the
Yeah, the
ultimates.
decisive part of Diamond and Grandmaster play is ult usage.
Yeah, yeah, there's quite a lot about what you need to do around the ultimates, exactly. So if this is being used, so see your thought process can be, I start in the angle, and if this being used, maybe my Loki ultimate is being used, and I realize I can capitalize of it, I just can start leaving the angle, start going from here to here. I think they're gonna start with Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, they start Cloak and Dagger, so I can stay here. No, I don't have to stay in the angle. Well, if possible, if you're gonna be in range, let's say for some reason the Cloak and Dagger will start holding here. Well, sure, you could have stayed, but yeah, this ultimate gives you big advantage. So now you can leave the angle. This is one of the times, I think, one of the most
Mm.
usual times when we just exceptions. Yeah, this is how I'm gonna write down exceptions when team is ulting. This is just when you have big advantage, typically. Yeah. Does it make sense too, or any questions?
Makes sense.
Yeah. Just relatively easy. So now we have the advantage. I can try to do something. You also force them to use the ultimate. I think that's kind of nice, but yeah, a lot of times the Invisible Men, they try to shut down your ult with theirs, so keep that in mind. Maybe you can be intentionally just forcing that with your combo, and later aim to do something else with your ultimate if possible. So like, from here, yeah. But I think, let me see, when they started, did they hear the animation of yours? So this is when, yeah. Yeah, they actually start early. Well, it's hard to say. Well, it's like you kind of simultaneously ult. Just... we can maybe slow it down. It's just interesting. Who ulted first?
I was trying to confirm, actually.
Yeah, I was trying to confirm the kill. And see, then the thought process ideally is just maybe try to force them to do something, and then later you can do the ultimate. But yeah, it's another story. It's just how do you play around the ultimate, so you can focus on that later as well. But yeah, that's alright.
It was bad. This was bad.
Yeah, it's not bad, but you can definitely you can definitely try to potentially think about, I'm forcing something with the cheaper resources, and then because I force something, let's say it's just your combo. Yeah, you say you force something expensive, maybe even their ultimate. That's always the best thing in those games. You just, ideally it works this way. Mouse wants something, they force to use cooldowns, and then you punish them with your own cooldowns, and it works the same way with ultimates. So you just ideally try to follow this thought process with you. There's no problem. Okay, let's just speed up a little. Okay, so we got this.
Be dead here, I think.
Yeah, because you don't have any escape option, and yeah, it's just gonna be tough when we out in the open there. Well, when should we set? So there's just some free shooting.
Just get some free pogs in.
Yeah.
See if I can catch them off guard.
I think that's alright.
Funny fact is that the tainted voltage go through people. So, and
Yeah.
then one hit of tainted voltage on a person is 1.45%. of ult charge.
Yeah, so
So
it's yeah.
when I see a lot of health bar, I use it because it goes for people. I just get a ton of ult charge.
I think it's reasonable, but also remember this ability makes it easier for you to shoot. So make sure you also follow up on the pressure after. So like I slow people, and then later they start moving less. I can just keep shooting them. But yeah, I think you're doing fine there. Just follow up the pressure later. Okay, that's all
So I
right.
dropped Iron Man.
Yeah, that's good. That was good. There's a lot going on in this choke. Okay, so I don't like this. I know you guys need to stop the cart, but you not. So there are two rivals missing. We don't have cover. You don't have. I'll actually see. You don't have angle. You don't have cover. You don't have range. Because right now you're playing really, really close. Okay, so I'm thinking where else you could be right now? If I'm trying to control this space right there. What do you think?
The bridge.
Well, just above you, or you
Yep.
talking?
The bridge.
Well, if you do, you have time
Just
to even get
above
there.
us.
Well, it's gonna be tough though. So you might not have enough time.
There's updrafts.
Uh wait. You're talking. Wait. So okay. So there's stairs way, and from here you're talking about what?
The updrafts. You can actually hold spacebar on the updrafts, and it will like,
Oh, you're
push you
talking.
to the top.
Okay. I got it now. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, actually, yeah. So I sometimes just not as good as with those small stuff sometimes, but yeah, if you're able to do so, this is your one of the possibilities. If not, you also have even this possibility there. That's all right, but definitely not this because the enemy have two. They should have two choices. They should have a dilemma. They either deal with you or they deal with the point. And right now, they can deal with both. They can deal with the point and you and see what happens. I predict all you guys gonna get stunned by the Doctor Strange unless it gets cancelled. But yeah, so see, this is what happens. We're playing on the angle here. Doctor Strange goes in. All you guys are stunned. This is crazy. It's just because we're playing the objective. Just let your tanks to stand objective because they have more defensive capabilities. And in the meantime, can just do the things. You can do the things with your hook, shoots, E, and such. Yeah, we can try to deny the most aggressive angle, but don't play here. Yeah, we can play on the bridge. We can play over there, but this is not looking good. You did start just alright going to the choke, but make sure you set up later. So kind of go from one angle to another, making sure that we have more capabilities to do something there. Well.
Oh, I remember this part. Oh, I hate this part.
Let's watch.
Wait, is this the same match? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Okay, no, I don't think this is the same match. But what happened? What one time I was up there, is I was with an Iron Fist. That's why I'm mistaken. It's the same match. But, my Thor was actually behind me, but they both left, and then they all jumped on me. The enemy all jumped on me when I was up there.
Yeah. Well, this happens. It's just as long as you able to just escape with, well, kind of have line of sight, you one shift away from the rest of your team. I think it might be working. You're controlling this space, but why we're playing main again? Why not to just sit on the left? I think that's fine that you dropped, but there always has to be big reason of why to drop on the position, like exception rule, right? So I'm looking at this. What was the reason? Why do we drop from that position? Why not to just keep that position?
Probably because I'm alone, and then my bad habit of being a medic main, like a heal main, like pops in and like, oh shit, team, my team needs me.
So from there, yeah. So see, because you guys actually, where are you gonna take a fight? First of all, what is that area you're taking a fight at?
The pole, and
Yeah,
then draw a line between that doorway at the bottom, and
yeah.
then the pole in the middle.
There's like kind of
No,
this area
no,
maybe.
the doorway.
Yeah, you took. So this is the
the
doorway. This is when they kind of go into. I think it's just somewhere over
yeah,
here. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I would literally say that where I'm standing is absolutely perfect. So it's just that, oh crap, my team, and then I drop down.
Yeah, because I think you're fine. It's just maybe there's some sort of anxiety of what if they push me, but as long as you're gonna have line of sight and just use cover as well. Obviously, you don't have, well, you can actually use this left wall if you want. By the way, you gotta be aware of this, guys, and save the E probably. They just align his shots and yeah, the combo stuff. Like your shift can even get a kill on those guys too. But yeah, this is one of the possibilities. I can maintain the angle. You have the good range. You're gonna have line of sight too. So like this entire time, I can just sit there, sit and shoot, sit and shoot, sit and shoot, 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 shoot. Okay, something goes
That was
wrong.
hilarious.
I can always go this way too. It's alright.
That was hilarious because they all dropped down too.
Yeah. It's like everybody, I don't know what's going on in this game, but everybody gravitates towards the objective. I don't know why. But like it's really bad. But this is what happens. But this is what happens in Overwatch. It happened in Overwatch 1. I tell you, like all the people play down main for no reason. Like now, if you just implement the concept of constantly distracting people, actually stay on the angles, you're gonna be ahead of so many players right now. It's just with your mechanics as well. I don't think there's gonna be trouble, and you're making it harder for you to hit the shots too. There's just so much clump. There's so much stuff going on. I can just deliberately choose what I shoot from there all the time. Or I don't know, let's say I hold maybe this angle over here for some reason. This can also be started by a kind of your 90 angle when the rest of your team is pushing.
Oh, this is absolutely the little dip there. I would definitely hold that as a side lock.
Well, yeah, there are ways for, yeah, I think a lot of Salak, yeah, they definitely kind of more in the flanky options, but yeah. It's just also much harder for you to learn the abilities too. You're like, yeah, you're trying to make it work, trying to yeah, I think it's good to anticipate if they also ult, and maybe you can try to just, yeah, exactly hook them. I think that's nice. It's just almost, yeah, it's just almost
out of
hidden.
range.
Yeah. See, you actually do use the shift as your escape option. Go from corner to corner, I think it's fine. But you can deliberately just go towards an angle still. If I'm being pushed, I can just go back to here too. That's okay. You can just make sure you stay near that. And now you got big advantage, so this exception rule, I actually drop from the position, and I keep going. Okay, there's a high chance of getting kill. That's fine. And later, yeah, I think that's okay. That's alright. Yeah, I did force out a lot of stuff. I think you gotta be careful with your next follow-up in Wiz ultimate there. Probably just kind of hold and escape, because they
Probably
used
should
two
have used
ultimates.
ult to get away.
Yeah,
instead of going
exactly.
again.
Yeah, escape, exactly. You forced enough, to be honest. This is one ultimate to get a kill and force out two. This is insane. This is insane while you're there. Just don't be greedy. You don't get ult charge from that anyway, so.
I'm clip farming. No. I was clip farming. Wait, I didn't die.
But this is, you see, white looks better though. I just want you to see what you did. You actually went towards an angle. You didn't go towards your team now. You actually just went to an angle. And this guy, you see the thought process of that guy over there. They're like, wait. I just wanted to watch. Okay, so this guy's like, okay, what do I shoot? I guess I have to shoot the main angle. This guy goes in, and then they try to search for you. But then like, wait. I also,
oh no!
I forgot about here. I forgot about this main angle, and this is what happens to them. It just gets deleted because they keep distracted with you. But it's not a deal. But this is what it does a lot of times. That's why you leave. Because you went back to an angle. You see it, yeah. And you're like. Again, yes, okay. Yeah, live through that. You went. If you would go towards the main, you would die. Actually, I think. But well, definitely don't follow up into Invis ultimate. But yeah, when you escape, we're not necessarily saying that you have to escape towards the team. I think you can just escape to an angle. So from here, I could, I don't know, go here or even go the right side if I know I get a kill like you did. That's okay. But just go to an angle. Yeah, go and retake. Go and retake.
I didn't even remember that I lived there.
Yeah, that's good though. Okay, to fly away.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine. We have big advantage there, which is good. Just keep up the pressure for a move charge. But now, make sure you also position. Be ready. Oh, you're looking for the hook there? Oh, okay.
Waiting for them to break the shields, but it didn't really
Wait,
happen.
did you... One sur?
No, I didn't hook any.
Oh, this guy jumped. Okay. You
Yeah,
just gotta...
I
okay.
was waiting my team to break the Invisible Man shield so I can grab someone,
Yeah.
but then Strange did his shield.
See, even
But then he overdive.
even with this, there's just slight capability when the guys are pushing through. Just what if I'm to the side here? I just look for anything on the side as well. Like don't look for the hooks on the main angle. If you also played, I know maybe you mentioned it. There's no much time on the road dog in Overwatch, but it was the same idea. It was Hog. You would take different angles to just hook people, and you can apply that idea too. Just instead of being here, set up first and look for the hook. Like, let's say I'm here, or let's say I'm there, doesn't matter. But it's just so much easier, I think. It's just last chances for you to get hook blocked too. More consistent, okay, more consistency. Those guys, if they're good, what they will do, they will turn at you and they will block. But if they will turn at you and block, then they're also not blocking what's going on there. So you control in space better and you might force out something. Okay, you obviously watch the patterns of the movements and the attacks, like you mentioned. Yeah, this guy's doing the attack shield stuff. Okay, sure, I also can watch that, but do it together with the angle. Like, make sure you also set up for the hook. I think that's gonna be even better. Yeah, you able to do the turns, right? So if you hook, you can turn as well. If I'm not mistaken, you're able to do that. Yeah, you turn. Yeah, so the same stuff. Yeah, so the games are really similar. Yeah.
Very decent at mechanical stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So together with this, because you're decent with the mechanical stuff, you are staying in the corner. You can just trap them in. So like, let's say I hook this guy in, I can turn left and just body block, keep shooting this guy, or I can maybe stay slightly like. With this, well, you would maybe turn if there's a tank, I just would turn them towards the team probably, so they can shoot this guy with the rest of my team. But yeah, you can trap people behind the corners because you're staying in angles. It's so much easier for you too. Just like, yeah. All right. Let me see. We got some time. Maybe let's watch it attack a little bit, and we could do the game on some of the stuff. We're just making sure we maintain the angles with cover. As simple as that. I think you're already taking the angles at the start. You just need to maintain those longer, it feels. You just need to go towards the those angles continuously, set up, and then look for something. But yeah. And let's say we start here. Okay, early pressure, fine. I'm waiting for my team. X angle fresh as well, yeah? While my team's at the bottom, I stay here. Probably later your rotation can look like go up, or let me see, where are you gonna go? Not sure actually what are the options there, depending on where your team is going, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's go back. We'll
yeah.
go back for 5 seconds.
Yeah. So
this part.
Yeah.
You see how I lean towards the left? Because I play a lot of tactical shooter. That's my concept of angle.
Yeah, so it's just kind of slightly,
yeah.
You have people on the right, you're to the left, yeah.
Because in tactical shooter, you die a lot faster.
Yeah.
So this one single advantage would have given me maybe like 2 kills
in
tactical shooters, but right now people can't really kill me instantly, so I just kept on taking damage. And the tank actually has to peel me there.
Yeah, this is just kind of uncomfortable part of the map as well, to be honest. You have a lot of open space, but I think, well, what are the solutions? You, instead of playing... So I don't like this because, again, resources, just when we do this, might be forced to use resources, but you have unlimited ammo though, so this is the thing. You can just shoot a lot. You can also do a lot of damage and just push them back. So that might be one of your exceptions. Like, kind of playing main is more forgiving. I think you can just put a lot of pressure again. Ultimates, maybe there's a kill opportunity. Sure, I'll play main as well. Big stuff like this as well. What's the cooldown on that, by the way? Yeah, so it's 40
seconds.
Yeah. So I think it's good. I think it's good to just capitalize on it, to be honest. And later, once once this is gone, you can try to just position again if this is possible. I think it's fine. You just kind of keep up the pressure. Yeah, three bullets. Yeah, but with this, you just have insane amount of damage. Now this is destroyed. This is where I decide. Probably I should take map control again. There's no big advantage going on the main. So, what's the solution here? What do you think? Where could you go? Do you just kind of walk through there, or?
Probably we should have split up a little bit and then go towards the health pack on the little thing, that little room on the right side.
Yeah, so would you just go there? Or, yeah, like, what's your decision right now? Should be, what do
If
you
I'm
think?
playing as a team, I would have called out that we need to go to the little room
Let's say you don't
instead of
listen.
this main road.
Let's say you just act based on the information. You see all of this. Your swing's moving up. Your backline's behind you. What's the options? Where should you go? Should you just rotate with them? Should you try to go right? What do you think?
I would, if my Moon Knight didn't die, I would just follow up with my tank because they
Hmm.
used up all their stuff.
Yeah. I
But
think
my
it's
Moon
kind of
Knight
okay
died.
enough. At least for this part, I think it's okay enough. But to be honest, later, try to also find an option. Yeah, because this is quite open. Try to find an option to not be stuck with them later on. So if I apply pressure on the point, so it's either one of the platforms, or maybe if I'm, let's say, my team starting here, if I have the opportunity to just go on, it's just that right side, for example, maybe there, maybe you can take the platform away as well, maybe there, stuff like that. But just kind of uncomfortable part of the map too. I don't think you have to challenge. It's gonna be really hard if you're able to do. Yeah, if you're gonna try to position the left, because there are a lot of short range angles. You could try though, but yeah, just really open there. Okay,
Ah,
looking.
I missed that.
That's okay.
Iron Man is kind of pissing me off, so I shot him. Hey, back off, boy.
Yeah. To see, kind of just
Oh!
not necessarily. Yeah, this is good. You're not necessarily always gonna have all the variables together. Like I mentioned, car. Yeah, car is just not always we have the variables, the ideal variables, but it's just you always have the check mark. Yeah, do I have cover? Do I have angle? Do I have range? So with this position here, you have kind of decent amount of cover, a decent amount of range. You don't have a good angle, but it's fine. It's just because there's no other position maybe for you to be at.
Oh,
But with
I
this though.
take I take the left side wall actually because
Yeah,
you have, if you, because you have more, your character is on the left, you can
yeah.
actually see more on the right. That's why I took the
Yeah,
left wall
yeah.
here.
The left, yeah, exactly. And see what it does as well. You also have cover, yeah. So this way you're not exposed to unnecessary damage from the rest of these guys too. So it's always better. So I'm not going right side, yeah, like that, where it's just a lot of damage going on. Yeah, this is your angle. I think it's fine. We're not the most ideal because of the map, but yeah. I think it's okay. You got big advantage, push through. The second point is gonna be more interesting because you're gonna have more options what to do with the angles. So actually start on the left side. Okay, your team pushes through, and then applying the pressure from here and you can try to decide to move on. Yeah, okay, so we sure, so this is again, you have big advantage. I think you can just play down main later. You just find a soft angles option, I don't know. You can, if the rest of your team is playing right side, I can play left. Or if the rest of my team is playing left, I can play right. Stuff like that. But yeah, always try to find a way for you to go towards an angle. Well, we could, I'm thinking it's kind of similar stuff. Obviously, we could review that more, but do you want to try to do a game on this? Maybe just making sure we just always lean towards the angles, like as your escape option, you're trying to just go from one angle to another, this sort of stuff. Yeah, do you want to try this out, or
Uh, if we have time, I
we
would prefer that.
yeah, we have time, I think. Well, if you warmed up enough, yeah, we could try. We could try to do, if you warmed up enough, we could try competitive. If not, let's just do quick play. I think it's fine. But
Yeah,
yeah.
we can do a quick play, but I also have another code that is a scream. So I was actually with a team that match.
Up to you. Yeah, if you wanna also review that in addition, we could take a look.
I
Yeah.
think I will save that for next time
Well,
because
for the next time, try to save the games where you will be applying concepts. So this is gonna be your
yeah,
next.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like
So
we can
the
also look
thing
at the
with
streamed one too.
yeah, I was just like I would like to know what I need to fix first today.
Yeah, yeah.
So and then I would apply it during the time before the next session.
Yeah, yeah. This sounds like a plan. Okay, so yeah, we jump in the game then, or
Mm, I think we can.
yeah, let's do. I think we have time for a quick play, just for the sake of yeah, competitive might be a little bit too long, but
Yeah,
yeah, we can do quick play,
I have
quickly
a quick play.
analyze, and then yeah, and see
I have a
with
quick
how
play.
you practice, you're just gonna be literally practicing one idea at a time, like simple bullet point. Don't practice everything at once. And I'm sure there's constantly maybe there's gonna be cover near you. Deal with one threat at a time, or making sure you constantly maintain off angles. You just go from one angle at a time, stuff like that. And yeah, you can screen share.
All right,
I'm ready.
pressure. Pressure is up. Pressure is up. Let me turn off OBS
That's all right.
because it will lag my game if I'm screen sharing and OBS. There we go. All right.
Okay. Now let's do that.
Let me turn back the volume on. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it just fine. Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, so I just want you to kind of, once you took an angle, just make sure you also fall back to an angle later once there's an option. Especially for the hooks and trying to just constantly disrupt them. Yeah, maybe use your ultimate. It's also fine. You realizing not getting killed. Sure, I just go back to an angle instead of going back towards my team. This way you control space better. You just constantly always remember that example. Was when you ulted the choke, you kind of actually stayed in the angle there. That's what happens with the enemy. You just constantly divert the attention, and if you have good cover line of sight on your team, you can stay alive.
All right.
Yeah,
One
let's.
tank, 2 healer, 3 DPS. This can somehow work. I think we're attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. You hurt people. I hurt you.
Turbo Gaming.
But the Punisher can be same idea too, if you play him too.
Yeah. Because the spawn door is bulletproof. If I turn it here, we get the whole lane for free.
Yeah, I think it's alright.
Never figured I'd have something in common with a talking.
And then it also farms old points. And then I switch back to Bucky.
Yeah. I think that's alright.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And just kind of push them back this way. Alright. Just might be some angles on the right and the left you're not able to control with this, so be aware of that later. Yeah, like that guy over there. Exactly. Okay, let's do it.
Sometimes I wish I could go back into the deep freeze for a few more decades. Found one of their soldiers.
This is one of the guys who can try to target more, but yeah, watch your movement from one angle to another.
Tech like this wins wars.
Okay. It's a good kill. So see from there, how do you take space? Yeah, I think this is good.
Oh boy.
Very low.
You probably could have maintained that too. So if possible, but also go back to an angle later. Like maybe another one, but yeah. Yeah, I think this is alright position for you. You have a lot of pressure capabilities there. Okay, amplifiers up. We can ignore the positioning. I think it's alright.
I'm messing up my shots. I didn't warm up properly.
That's okay, don't worry. What matters to me is intention. So if you're able to just consistently choose the right target, I think that's good enough, to be honest. Okay, watch the cover and angle. Yes, sure.
Oh, bro, it's just dead.
Good thing I was here.
See, from here you can also think about escape options. So you will not go towards your team, but rather go towards an angle. So angle to the right. Yeah, maybe, or above you. Behold, what?
God damn it, I missed the combo.
That's alright, that's alright. Keep in mind what your fallback options from there will be.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I'm whiffing.
This guy got a lun.
Whoa!
Nice. Staying alive there.
Can't hold back anymore.
Hey, angle to angle. Still, yeah? Angle was covered there as much as possible. You can try to do peek shoot as well, right? So it's always shoot, peek out, shoot, peek out. Mm-hmm.
Should have ulted there.
No, but overexposed. There's too much. Yeah. Might be too much pressure on you. Watch what your next angle is gonna be, so you're not playing on the point. So like from here, might just get rid of this guy, yeah, and then move top right, for example. Or like somewhere more up, but away from point. You don't want to be stuck in here, be careful. Okay, this is fine. Ultimate's fine. Yeah. Alright, looks good. Maintain your range from this. Yeah. So see, that last thing was the ultimate. You could have gone to an angle there. But, yeah. Okay, okay, possible. Okay. Getting a lot of stuff done.
Oh, I missed that one shot. Never mind, he's dead. I'm giving her fear shields. What am I doing?
Use your vertical. Oh, okay, you don't have shift, so yeah, you probably did. Oh no! We hit the shot! Okay. Okay, okay. That's good. That looks good. I know moving forward, but move to the side. You're moving to the point again. This is really bad. You could have... Okay, be careful. So see from here, possible rotation. Go all the way left side, for example. Don't gravitate towards the main. Just keep the attention. Yeah, keep pushing, but push on your lane. Don't push the main lane. You have so much capabilities with the top there as well, I think.
I think I can take angle C.
Well, angle C, there's no such concept, but yeah, you can just think, if my team's down main, I can go
Oh
to
my
right,
god!
for example.
I'm
or-
whiffing! Oh boy, he's doing what you're telling me to do!
Close. Alright. Alright, alright. Oh, it's fine. Make sure you move in the lane. So see, like, there's some capabilities for you. After you done this... Oh, you got another again. Okay, so either you move left, or you hold top right platform. So it's just one of the lanes, to the side lanes for you, I think. So you're not staying on the main,
This
yeah?
is a good play.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just one of the good positions for you.
Oh! Oh, my healers are pogged.
Yes, and you keep staying on the angle as much as possible. So, out for yeah. Spider-Man. Another angle if possible. You can take the left side.
Oh my
later.
god, I'm
Good
cracked!
shots. Good shots though. Okay, so from there, another angle. So not stuck down the main. Go take left side maybe. Yeah. Okay, that was close. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Lanes. Yeah. Exactly. The right lane is fine.
To put on a show.
That's what I need.
That's
Can't really
alright.
do much here.
Yeah. You might just get some.
Never mind, I remember. I remember.
Too close. We're rotating towards the main. That's too close. That's good.
What? Did that not hit? But alright.
That's alright. That was good intention though. Yeah, well, it's a quick play game too, but we did fine with a lot of stuff mechanically, especially. Yeah, there's just a lot going on around the combos, just with how we hit. But yeah, more consistent. I think not gravitating towards the main, but kind of like if you have the capability to move on the angle, just do that. It makes your shots land even easier. Like, so you don't have to worry about just playing the down main. Yes,
Fuck, he diffed.
no.
Fuck, he diffed. No.
Oh no, well, yeah, but other than that, to be honest, when you have your ultimate, I think it's fine if you play main a lot of times. Yeah, again, like mentioned exceptions. When team is ulting or you ulting, you just whenever you have big advantage. Let's just phrase it this way: exceptions. Big advantage, you can ult, your team is ulting, or maybe can get a kill. I think it's fine if you play main, but yeah, just with how we move, taking the angles, trying to stay there, it's nice. Okay, let's see. Got quite a lot today. Well, there's a lot about positional, a lot of positional stuff. We could potentially just summarize this. Yeah, let's just summarize this, and if there are gonna be any questions, we can go over those. But yeah, let's see. What do we got from today with you? What we just... Yeah, you tell me. What are the concepts you learned so far?
Separate the pressure from my team by using soft off angles.
Mm-hmm.
Have to keep in mind that I am not much of a flanker, so I have to not go too deep when I'm using soft angles.
Yeah, I would just
remember-
add... Sorry to interrupt, just adding... You can potentially... I think it's a good idea to be one shift away. This is how soft your angles could look like a lot of times. Yeah, I'm just gonna write it down for you so it's gonna be easier. Yeah, continue.
And just get rid of the team fight anxiety
Well, just get rid
because it's backfiring.
Well, what are you gonna do to make sure you're confident staying in the angle? What do we need there?
I'm actually not pretty sure.
Well, what we just mentioned, what variables we've been able to control so far?
I'll definitely just stay up in my position. Just keep in mind that I need to stand my ground
Okay.
unless my team is popping resources.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So stay in your angle, okay? And remember what allows you to maintain the angle. Just what allows you to reduce the amount of damage you're taking. Yeah, it's first you diverting the attention. Yeah, soft angle's nice. But also, remember, cover. Cover was the most important one.
Not too deep. Not
yeah.
too deep. Not too deep.
with cover, I'm just gonna mention just one simple idea: deal with one threat at a time if possible. That's how you take cover. That's it. Just take separate duels. You're really good at dueling, and that's why you have the insane combos capabilities. I can hook people. I can knock people up with the punch as well, and you can just isolate. You can hook people around the corner. There's so much opportunities for you to do so, and we're creating the crossfire this way with the rest of your team too, while hooking people. The hook is instantly the big... whenever you see the kit of the character, it's a hook. You never stuck main with the rest of your team. You can watch all the games. I don't know, League of Legends, Dota 2, or there are also other... It doesn't matter where. With the hook, you usually don't stack with your team much. and you watch the patterns too. Yeah, I think you're already fine with around watching the patterns. That's what you mentioned. Yeah, mechanically, there's no problem. Just make sure it's also positionally consistent. It's gonna be even better for you to easier land all of the shots. Okay, and also
Man
remember.
just woke up.
Well, that's fine. Remember, there's also other things for you to look for. It's line of sight and HP. HP packs. Yeah, HP packs. That's what been the case. Just when I'm holding the positions, I have the good sight lines. I think you should be alright. You should be able to hold the space. And yeah, so a lot of times maybe like if you want to try out something mechanically, and I mentioned about the warm-up, I just want to show this as well. This is something what you can aim for long term. Might be not the easiest thing to do, but this is how it can look like. Go in a practice range, or maybe do match as well, and try out peek shoot stuff. So, because sometimes when you shoot, you stay in the main, right? It's just kind of, you have a lot of opportunities, there are a lot of capabilities for you to get hit, but you have a lot of burst as the character. I can just try to do, instead of staying down main, let me just stop your stream there. Okay, stopping your stream. Okay, so when I'm shooting, I can just do it this way. So I peek out and shoot, peek out and shoot, peek out and shoot, and there's like, between the shots, you just go back to cover. Okay, so it's like, yeah, so ideally, yeah, you also not aim perfectly. Yeah, so there's like aim a little bit to the right side. Yeah, wait. How do I actually? Yeah, so from here, yeah, I'm actually able to hit. It's like bullets so tiny. It's like if you aim, I'm gonna wonder how it's like. Yeah, so it's like from here and slightly to the right. Yeah, this is where you have to do. I just want to experiment. I'm not sure about like the tiny stuff though. But yeah, so basically, but anyway, what it looks like, what it should look like, you peek out, shoot, and then peek out again. This is just with any high burst character. It's like Magneto, or maybe you also play something like even Widowmaker. Whenever you have the high burst, I'm able to peek out and shoot, and this way minimize my hitbox constantly. You have 3 bullets, but this way it just allows you to maintain the angle a little bit longer. Yeah. So does it? Yeah, does it make sense? So it's like I do it this way. Yeah. Yeah, so like, okay, so I'm not again perfect landing shots, but you just can try this out and try to time it with how you peek. Yeah, I think I hit the wall a lot of times. I'm just so used to Overwatch with like all the stuff. So yeah, it's kind of,
It's not third person.
yeah, exactly. So it's like sort of like that. Yeah, I move right and then move back, move right and then move back, and you can try to do much with that as well. I think it's gonna be, if this is gonna be a consistent habit you're able to implement, I think you're just able to maintain the angle so much more. And you can also do the same around this cover here. So this is maybe the top cover here. So same idea. I can peek and shoot even when I use this. So like I can move forward, move back, and move forward, move back. So again, yeah, we gotta keep in mind with the third person shooter, like how far I'm going. So it's like, yeah, this way, and then
I'm
I go
jumping
back.
a lot.
Yeah. And well, jumping can be possible, but remember your movement is predictable. So for the characters like, especially the high bursts like Widow or Hawkeye, might be easier to hit you sometimes. So be careful. But it's usually the jumping is possible if we creating another angle, usually like trying to divert the attention if maybe people are really close to you. So it's like they have to aim up, or you also might do the for example, peeking out from the angle, like jump shooting from the angle. This is also might be possible, but this one depends on situation. This really depends on what characters you play around. Usually it's just like regular movement. I can peek out, shoot, peek out, shoot. Yeah, I can also do diagonal movement. Yeah, so you're not moving forward if the enemy is just right in front of you. So like I can use this point, this high ground is my starting point of how do I peek shoot, or I can peek shoot around this. Doesn't matter what. Yeah, still kind of have something near me, I think. Definitely feels because it's a third person. Yeah, you have slightly more capabilities with the left walls, like I mentioned it, because you have to aim slightly to the right. But yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. This works in any shooter with the high burst. Okay, I think that's it. Well, we can also see what else we can get the next time. But yeah, any questions about today's session, or everything's clear? So like, just I'm not really good.
Not
with
really
this.
constructive.
Not today.
Do you have a way to get rid of the healer anxiety? Because I used to play heal.
Well, heal to get rid of the anxiety. Just first big thing is because it's all about the habits. You have the certain habits. You just have to replace them with something different, right? So you just try to pick one habit at a time and make sure you actually go and do it. I think building confidence, a lot of it is just go and do stuff and see that you're gonna be fine when doing so.
Oh hell
Yeah.
We are replacing one addiction with another.
Well, it's not addiction. We're replacing. Let's say you have unhealthy habit. Let's say I'm eating, I don't know, like unhealthy foods, something like that doesn't matter what. Like let's say I'm eating something like maybe a burger, and this is not as healthy for me. Well, I can just replace this habit and try to eat something more healthier. Maybe I can read, I don't like banana or something else. It doesn't matter. You're just trying to replace one habit with healthier one, and later it's gonna work long term fine for you. Well, it takes time to build a habit, but the more you do it, the easier it's gonna be. Yeah, you just need to constantly pull your attention, like make sure you put the effort towards it. Yeah, that's why we have all these concepts. You kind of just watch the concepts, watch the notes we got. Just make sure you have one goal you practice for the game session, and remind yourself that you gotta, yeah, this is what we're gonna try to practice. Yeah, we're gonna try to go to the angle, so we gotta try to play cover, or but you can also phrase it like play away from point instead of gravitating towards the point. Yeah, it's really bad when you're gravitating towards the point. Doctor Strange ults you. There's also some other stuff happening, like just cheap damage done, man. Yeah, this is not ideal in this kind of games.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
A lot of when I play quick with my friends, there's a lot of time where I'm not playing with the team, and when Doctor Strange ults my teammate, I can just hook the Strange out of my team.
Yes, so it's so easier. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can disrupt the stuff too. It's just so much easier for you because you have the different point of playing. But this layer also describing it also requires additional awareness too, and that is something what I would like to probably discuss later going forward. I think we can definitely do that.